Hello everyone. In the previous tutorial, we have seen that how to create the list in Python and how to perform the slicing. And to get the elements, we can use the indexes also. So in this session, in this tutorial, I'll discuss about the Python list methods and the operation that we can perform on the list. So one by one, let's check the operations and the methods. So first thing that you need to remember that is we have already discussed one thing that is mutable and immutable type of the objects. So list is under the category of mutable. So list is a mutable object. Just remember this one. So if you make changes into the list, it will be reflect into the same object. It will not create a new object. First thing we learned that how to add two lists. So to add two lists, we use the plus operator. Suppose the one list is your 1 comma 2 comma 3 and second list is your 3 comma 4 comma 5, and you want to add these two lists and wants to create a new list that should contain the elements of both lists or more than two lists, then you can use the plus operator. So after that, if I print the value of C, then you can see here that the C contains all the values from A and B. Okay, so A is 1 2 3 and B is 3 4 5. So as you can see, 1 2 3 and 3 4 5, and order will remain same in the order in which you will add it. Since A we are adding B to the A, so first A will be occur, then B's element will be available in the new list. Okay, let me show you after. If I change the addition, then first B will be add and then after that A will be add. Just look at here, 3 4 5 first and then A, that is 1 2 3. So this is the addition of two list. Next one is called the repeat list many times. So suppose you have a list 1 2 3 and you want to create a new list with the help of this that should contain 1 2 3 three times. Okay, so you can do this by 1 comma 2 comma 3, again 1 comma 2 comma 3, again 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this list contain 1 2 3 three times, so you can do the same operation by using the repetition operator. So here you will write your list, after that you will put the multiplication, it is called the repetition operator, and how many times you want to repeat you will write here. So I want to repeat it three times, so I will write 3, and after that if I print B, then you can see here that is it repeats your list element three times and it creates a new list. Okay, this is very useful in the case suppose you want to initialize your list with uh, 20 elements with the 0 at every index. So what you will do, suppose I write this one, and if multiply by 20, so it will create a list with 20 elements that will have 0 at every index. So this is very useful in programming, so I think this will be helpful to write the code. Update the list element. So updation is also very easy, as we can access the element by using any index, so we can update the value by using indexes also. So if I want to update the index number 2, so here I can write that is 20. So after updation, if I print the value of A, then you can see here that the value has been updated of index number 2. So index number 2 previous value is 3, and after updation the value is now 20. So look at the output, that 20 is available in the new list. So updation is very easy in Python by using this indexes. List deletion. So for the deletion you can use one operator that is called del. So here, the operation that you can perform by using del is, for example, if I have a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is my list, and I want to delete only one element, so I will write del. Then after that, my list name and which index value I want to delete. So I want to delete the index value. Let me create the value like 10, 20, 30, so it will make more clear. Okay, so I want to delete the value of index number 2. Okay, so index number 2 value is 30. Just look at here. So I will pass here that del a2. So it will delete the index number 2 value. If you want to check that the reflection is in the same list because it is a mutable type object, then you can see here that 30 is removed from here. Okay, you can also do one thing that you can delete a range value. So by writing, let me add some more element. Okay, so suppose you want to delete from index number 1 to index number 4. Okay, these values you want to delete. So what you will do, first of all, you will provide your starting index, means by slicing you can do this. So first of all, you will write the first index from where you want to delete and till the index you want to delete. So I want to delete till um, first, second, third, fourth. So it should be include. So as we know that the last index should be +1, so I will write here 5. And after that, if I print a, then you can see here that only 10 and 60 is available. Rest of the elements has been um, deleted. Okay, you can do one more thing, that if you want to delete the whole list, so you can do only this one. So starting from this and this, so this will do the thing, it will delete the only elements, not your list. Just look at here, it will make your list empty. And suppose you want to delete your whole list, the complete list, so just write del and a. So after the this statement, if I want to access the a, since a has been deleted by this syntax, this statement, so this will raise an error. Just look at here, because you can see here that a is not defined. Why? Because I have already performed the operation to delete the list. So this is the way that you can use the del, means delete operator, delete command. Um, if you want to perform some more operations, so this is very important aspect and term. This is called the list aliasing. List aliasing means creating a new list. Sorry, means creating a new list name of the existing list object. So assigning an existing list to a new variable is called the list aliasing. Suppose you have already created one list and you put a new name of that list, then that is called the list aliasing. And the thing that you need to remember every time in the case of list aliasing is, in aliasing, if we make changes, just look at here, if we make changes into one variable, it also reflect into another variable. Okay, so what is mean by this statement? Suppose you have a list a is equal 1 2 3, and after that if I write the statement b is equal to a, so this is called aliasing. Okay, so when you write a is equal to 1 2 3, so the right side you can see here the memory representation, an abstract memory representation I am showing you, that one object will be created into your memory that will have 1 2 3 as list, and the name of the variable by which you can access that object is called a. Okay, so by a we can access any element, this object. Now when you write b is equal to a, so this is called aliasing. So what happened into the memory? Actually, it doesn't create a new object. Actually, it now points to the same object which has been already created previously. So this is called the aliasing. It means I have one object with two names. So if we perform any operation by using either a or b, so that operation will reflect changes into this object only. Okay, so now suppose if I write b 0 is equal to 0, so after this statement, your list will look like this: 0 2 3. So either I access through the a or through the b, I'll get the answer 0 2 3. So if I print a, then I'll get the answer 0 2 3. So this is the meaning of list aliasing. It is very useful because suppose you want to pass your object and you want to work on an object from two places, so you can create the aliasing. So we'll see in the methods and application creation, this is very helpful. So this is the use of list aliasing. List cloning. Cloning means creating a new separate copy of existing object. Okay, so cloning means making an exact but separate copy. So uh, in the list cloning, you need to remember this point. In cloning, if we make changes into one variable, so it will not reflect into another variable. Why? Because it will create the copy. It will not create the it will not create the aliasing. So if I write a is equal to 1, 2, 3, so it will create a new object into the memory. Just look at this image representation. Okay, now if I write this statement, so this is called the cloning. So it will create a new list that will have all the elements which is available into a. So all the elements which is available into a will be now available to b. Okay, so by writing this after this statement, in memory one more object will create with the same elements, and b will point to that object. So if you make changes through the a, so it will reflect into this object, and if you make changes through the b, then it will make changes into this object. So in cloning, both objects will be independent. Okay, so this is the concept that you need to remember. Still, if you have doubt, then you can put your queries. Now come to the method part. So the first method is adding elements to the list. So how to add the elements into the list? So we can add the element into the list by few methods. One of them is append. So append method always add a new element into the list at the end. Okay, so suppose I have a list 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I want to add a new element, then I will call a dot append this method, and after that I will put any element, then it will add the element at the last index. Just look at here. Okay, so append always add a new element at the end of list. So this is the use of append method. Insert method is also do the same thing, but here we can specify the index where we want to add the element. Okay, so here you will specify the index, and after that the object that you want to add. Suppose I want to add let me call the method insert. Okay, so I want to add this hello at index number 1. So now look at the output, then you will get clarity. One. Okay, method name is insert. So now look at here, the hello is now inserted at the index number 1, and rest of the element after this will be shift one index right side. Okay, so just look at here. So indexes also gets changed after performing the operation of insertion. Okay, so I hope this method is also clear. Next method that we can do is by squeezing. Squeezing means we can create we can squeeze our list to an empty list, and after that we can add a new list at the specified position. Now suppose I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and I want to add a new element at index number 2. Okay, so what will I do? First of all, I will write like this. So I want to add at 2. First of all, I write 2 colon and ending with 2 also. So it will not include 2. So this will now squeeze your list to an empty list, and after that I want to add some element, for example 10 and 20. So what it will do, it will add 10 and 20 at index number 2. Just look at here. So now you can see that first, second, and now you can see that the elements 10, 20 is adding after this at this index. So index number 2, 10, index number 3, that is 20, and after that 3 and 4. Just look at here. Okay, so this is another way by which you can add a new list or element into your existing list. One more method is available by which you can add a new elements into your list, is called extend. Extend is very useful. For example, suppose I have two lists. A is equal 1, 2, 3. B is equal 1 comma 2 comma, sorry, let me change some value, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 6, 7, and I want to extend, means I want to add all the elements of B to A. So what will I do? I will write extend method, and here I will pass B. And after that, if I print the value of A, then you can see here that it will add all the elements of B to A. Just look at here. A element is 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that 6, 7, 8 from the B is added to A. So sometimes a student asks what is the difference between append and extend. So the difference between append and extend is by using append you can add only one element. Let me do thing. Append, if I write append, so just look at here. This is the output of the extend method. Now I'm showing you the output of append method. Just look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now another new element as a list is added. Not the every element of the B is added as a separate element by using append. So if I access the indexes, if I count the indexes, then you can see here 0, 1, 2, 3, and this will be at index number 4. Okay, but if I use the extend, just look at here. If I use the extend method, then you can see here every element will be fetched one by one and add to the A. So here you can count the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will create every element as a separate element of your uh, A list. Okay. So this is the difference between append and extend. Extend is also very useful. For example, if you have, and one more thing that I want to mention here, extend is used with iterable elements. So suppose you have a string, and here if I have hello, then if I want to add the B into A, then I can perform the operation like this. And since B is iterable, so every element H, E, L, L, O will be added separately into A. Just look at here. Okay, if I perform the append operation, why I am writing this again and again, just remember this one, because many times a student perform the wrong interpretation between append and extend. So as you can see, when I write append, so whole element will be added at a single element. Okay, so this is the difference between append and extend. Okay, so next method is called index. Suppose you have your list, for example 10, 20. It could be your mix also. I have already explained the things in the previous tutorial. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and if you want to see that the index of any element, then you can write a dot index and which elements index you want to get. So I want to get the index of 20. So here it will return the index of 20 by which you can get the index. So here if I print the value of I, then you can see here that the index will be printed. So index of 20 is 1. So here you can see that is 20. Now, one more thing, your list can have the duplicate values, for example, 10, 30, 20, 50, and after that it is 20 also one more time. So if I write a dot index, so which index it will return? So it will return the very first index where it will find that value. So it is returning that is 1. Count is also a very useful method. We have already seen into a string. So count means if you want to count the number of occurrence of element in your list, then you can write this one. So 20. So 20, how many times 20 is available in my list? Then I can count by using count method. So it will return 2 because 20 is now 2 times. Just look at here. Okay. Next method is called sort. Sort method will perform the sorting. Suppose your list is suppose 12, 13, 45, then 2, then 3, 6. So this is not in a sorted order. If you want to sort this, then you can write a dot sort, simple. You do not need to write anything extra. So it will sort itself and it will make changes into the existing list. Just look at here. So it will sort your list. after sorting, there is one more thing that you can pass here, that is called the reverse. So if you pass the reverse and if you pass the true, so what it will do, it will perform the sorting, and after that it will reverse it. So means you can say sort in descending order. Okay. So this is, if you want to sort into the reverse order, then you can perform a dot sort and reverse you can pass here. Now, next method is called the reverse. If you want to reverse your string, list, then you can call the reverse method. It will not sort, it will only reverse. Okay. So just look at here. So 6 was the last. So now in the new list, 6 is the first. So now you can reverse your list by using reverse method. Next method is called remove. So if you want to remove any element, then you can call the remove method. Okay. And here you will pass object, not index. So remove works with the object. Suppose I want to remove the element 13. So I will write 13. And if I see the output, then you can see after remove, if I'm getting the value of a, then you can see here 13 has been removed. Okay. Now suppose if I pass any element that is not a part of this list, that is suppose 90, and I want to remove this object, then you can see here it will throw an error that is called that the 90 is not available in your list. So if you get any error, it means that the object that you want to remove from your list is not available in that particular list. Next one is called pop. Pop is also work same as a list. Okay. Suppose if I want to perform a dot pop 13. Okay. Let me do this one. Uh, it will also perform the remove operation. It means it will also remove the values from the list. But which value? So pop by default remove the last element from the list. Just look at here. So now you can see all the elements are available except that is um, 6. Just look at here. So 12, 13, 45, 2 and 3 is available, but 6 is not here. Why? Because pop performs um, the removing elements from the last index of your list. And one more thing it performs, that it returns that element also. So if you write like this, then I can write print. Here I can write removed element. So removed element, I can print the value of v. Okay. And it will print you, show you the list. So now you can see the removed element is 6. Okay. And after removing, the list is this one. So this is the default nature. Now if I want that it should remove the element from a particular index, so I can pass the index also. So I want to remove the element from second index, and I want to get that element into the v, so we can use the pop method. So just look at here. So index number 2 value is, just look at here, 0, 1, 2. So 45 is at index number 2. So it will remove the 45. As we can see that V contains 45. And after removing, your element will be 12, 13, 2, 3, and 6. So this is the use of pop method. To delete the element, we use the del command operator. We have already seen this one. So these are the methods that we can use in our application. A few methods that we have already learned, I want to just recall those methods. So just do very quickly. One is called if you want to calculate length of your list. Okay. So you can call the methods that is called len. We have already learned this one. Okay. And if you want to get the maximum in list, so you can use the max function. Okay. And if you want to perform find out the minimum value, then you can use the min method. Okay, and x is equal, if you want to reverse, so you can call the reverse and a method, the reverse method, by which you can get the reverse of this list. But this operation doesn't make changes into a. We have already learned this one. So print x, and after that, if I print a, so let's see the output. Okay, reverse. Not getting the reversed value. Okay. Yes, okay, I had made a mistake. We need to call a dot reverse. Okay, we have already seen this one. Next method that I want to show, that is called sorted. Okay, one more method that is called sorted. And here, if I pass a, then you can see that it will sort your list, but it will not reflect into a. Just look at here, the output. So length of list is 6 because there are 6 elements. Maximum in list is 45. Minimum is 2. After calling the sorted, it will return the new list. So you can see here that is sorted, but it will not make changes into your existing list. Okay. So these are the methods, these are the functionality, these are the operation that you can perform on your list. So I hope every methods and operations are clear. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you have now do the practice with the list. Okay, so please like, comment, and share the videos, and share your views also. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you, bye bye.